So Nate and I both are always drawn to the same things. We just always disagree on how we should showcase them. Nate is much more rooted in tradition. His perspective is much more historical, whereas I'm kind of like, let's make this a seating area! Who cares? It's cool! So I'm a little bit more unconventional, but when we work together, that middle is usually the sweet spot. I'm trying to think of what I love the most. There is a white Scarpa sofa that we bought, Nate and I. It was one of the first pieces we bought together for our home in New York. It's not the flashiest, it's not the coolest, it's not the most special piece in our home, but it's special to me because it represents the first home that we built together in New York. Listen, I think that black is one of the sexiest colors you can incorporate into any space because I think it transcends any design aesthetic. It could be modern, it could be old, it could be traditional. I think people are scared of it because they don't understand it, but I think it's a really powerful and important color in any interior. The most irritating trend for me are rules, which I know is a really cliche answer, but the truth is all of these ideas and these rules around design are bullshit. The fact is that your space needs to feel like an extension of not only who you were, but who you are and who you want to become. And there are no rules around that. Have fun, explore. Our toughest design challenge recently was Nate had an idea to change a room and to bring all of our books out of storage and really create this like grown-up hangout spot. And we sat in there for 2 days and we couldn't figure out what to do or how to crack it. We figured it out eventually, but that was the most difficult design challenge recently. Poppy, however, is going to be a whole nother basket of crazy. She's got opinions about her big girl bed, trying to find a way to make a room that feels feminine but still sophisticated and not like garbage. It's hard. I've always been obsessed with artists because I have such deep appreciation for the idea of really creating something from within, something being completely original. When I went to sit down at a pottery wheel for the first time, it was the first thing I've ever done that I felt so connected to. It was almost meditative. I loved the fact that you've got the clay between your hands, the idea that you're really kind of feeling this form into creation. And I looked up from my watch and I'd been there for 3.5 hours. I have like a pair of old jeans that are all stained up and gross that I wear, and I've got like a very fancy apron. Needless to say, I'm obsessed.